Imagine being born poor, getting captured by raiders as a child, spending years in captivity, escaping with basically nothing, and somehow becoming the Emperor of Rome. Sounds like one of those motivational stories, right? Believe in yourself. Never give up. Yeah. Except this guy's career path also involved becoming the emperor's best friend, getting promoted to co-emperor, and then murdering the emperor, who was also his best friend. This is Basil I. And LinkedIn was not prepared for this man. Basil was born around the early 9th century into a poor family. Then, during conflicts with the Bulgarians, Basil and his family were reportedly captured and taken into captivity. Not exactly the traditional path to political power. And before anyone says, wait, Emperor of Rome? Isn't this the Byzantine Empire? Technically, yes. But the people we call Byzantines called themselves Romans. Their emperor was the Emperor of the Romans. So yes. This story is about a former captive becoming Emperor of Rome. Just the Eastern Roman version. Eventually, Basil escaped or returned to Byzantine territory. And that's when his completely normal career began. Basil arrived with basically nothing. No powerful family. No fancy education. No political connections. Fortunately, he was apparently huge, incredibly strong, and extremely good with horses. So naturally, this somehow became his ticket into imperial politics. Basil's abilities attracted the attention of powerful people, including a wealthy woman named Danielis, who became his patron. Eventually, Basil caught the attention of Emperor Michael III. Imagine the job interview. Political experience? No. Education? Also no. So why should the emperor hire you? I'm really strong and excellent with horses. You're in. And somehow, it worked. Basil entered Michael III's inner circle. And Michael liked him. A lot. He promoted him again and again until this former peasant was suddenly hanging around the most powerful people in the empire. There was just one problem. Michael's uncle, Bardas. Bardas was powerful. Very powerful. And Basil apparently decided that this was inconvenient. According to historical accounts, Basil helped convince Michael that Bardas might be plotting against him. The solution? A calm conversation? A political investigation? Of course not. Bardas was assassinated. Because 9th century imperial politics apparently had only one HR policy. Have you tried murder? Michael was happy with Basil. So in 866, he gave him an absolutely reasonable reward. He made him co-emperor. Let's review this resume: poor peasant, captive, horse guy, emperor's friend, helps remove emperor's uncle, co-emperor of Rome. And somehow, Basil still wanted a promotion. By 867, Basil and Michael's relationship had started falling apart. And apparently Basil looked at his position as co-emperor and thought, you know what would be better? Not sharing. In September 867, Michael reportedly passed out drunk inside the imperial palace. Basil saw an opportunity. He and his supporters entered the palace, broke into Michael's bedroom, and killed him. Yep. The emperor who trusted Basil. Promoted Basil. Made Basil co-emperor. Basically handed him the throne. Basil's response? Thanks for everything. Stab. And just like that, Basil became the sole emperor. His networking strategy was simple: meet powerful people. Become their friend. Get promoted. Remove anyone above you. Honestly, terrible workplace advice. Incredible results. Basil was now the Basilius of the Romans. The emperor. A man who had reportedly gone from captivity to ruling one of the most powerful empires on earth. And here's the really surprising part. He was actually successful. Basil founded the Macedonian dynasty, which ruled the Byzantine Empire for roughly 2 centuries. His dynasty became associated with one of the empire's most important cultural and political periods. So somehow, a former captive, who entered politics through horses, and reached the throne through assassination, ended up founding one of the most important dynasties in Byzantine history. History is insane. Let's look at Basil's career one last time. Poor peasant child. Captured. Returns to the Byzantine world. Works with horses. Gets noticed. Becomes friends with the emperor. Helps eliminate the emperor's uncle. Gets promoted to co-emperor. Then kills the emperor. Becomes emperor of Rome. That's not a career path. That's a fever dream. So what is the craziest part of Basil's story? The fact that a captive became emperor of Rome? The fact that being good with horses helped launch his political career? Or the fact that he murdered the man who basically gave him the throne? Either way, Basil I proved one thing. Sometimes climbing the political ladder isn't enough. Sometimes, you just remove the person standing above you. Subscribe for more insane stories from history. Because honestly, history was way more entertaining than school made it sound.